Hani eylemin sıcaklığı olur o. Action.
Delivery, yes.
Yes.
Move.
Delivery.
What else?
That's okay. We'll ask for next.
This is the place, and not necessarily the logo, but you know that the planning kind of works. So we produced two different lists for each of those back office. First one is shipping, receiving, and inventory.
No. And that's what we do, and then we work together. We have pilots with certain communities, and then we say if you see people that you think are very lonely and that need help, then they can report it to a special local contact person, and then they will follow up with those people.
But what is very important that this information not to take, but to give feedback to consumer. He is playing this role. He knows how working this information exchange system. He can check that the answer came to consumer.
But what kind of feedback is he giving to consumers?
It's we just imagine like app where he is entering data. What is the problem? And by the app he is getting and he is giving answer. Depends what the problem.
It's like a walking oracle.
Yes.
Walking
or
oracle.
some institution he has to solve, but in this app we have answer that it's solved.
They say, well, this road needs maintenance. So they
Yes,
tell it
yes.
to the mailman and
He's
they post to the
post
council.
very important and postman post.
But there's one problem with this job, and that's that it could be seen as a spy for the government.
Yeah, and the liability is probably a problem also.
If postman
We had
will not
discussions
lost
about
trust.
Yeah.
It's the privacy of people, and they don't want to. Are you lonely? Are you lonely? No. There is a tension with that.
Yes.
I agree with that very much. Also for our group and for this scenario, I think it's very important that we use term citizens. We wanted to turn consumers to citizens by 2030, and they don't feel like they're spied, but they're really like they're cared of and activated, and so it's in a good sense. It's a tiny border. It's very delicate and
Fine line.
but the trust post is trusted service, and also it's maintained from trade union side and from company side and also from government side. So it makes perfect sense.
Thank you very much. Maybe we can just take a couple minutes, so you can write down on even. I mean, thanks to the rest of the group to pitching questions, so they allow to give more information. Just 2 minutes to write down on the sheet you have what struck you and what you would like to add. It can also be something that you struggle with and that you don't agree with, or you would like to change. So just maybe one thought from everybody.
That was raised here, it was a better solution because it's not so much spying, but there's a sort of like a place if you want to come and say that your road needs some kind of maintenance. It's a similar idea, but I think that postman is not maybe the right way to go. And also I think already today with GDPR it might be raised some kind of questions, because I'm not really sure how maybe in the future the postman will be better educated. But there is also regarding that. So, like I said, it's a great idea, but I think that the post office was a better solution for this kind of activity than the post office. Yeah. Yeah.
An additional way, this proposition is an additional way, like
To help the post office.
yeah.
Maybe it's both combined, office
Sure.
and mail.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts or questions or Sharina, yes?
So what left here, maybe we have to stress that you have possibility to offer more social services like medical or technical. That means that you need some basic knowledge, technical knowledge, and some as well medical.
So to add soft
process.
skills with it.
Yes, to add some soft skills, yes, in order to help older people or such persons living far from the centers. And also, it's good that you have direct contact with the clients. Maybe they will make offers for new services and suggest some new activities to the
Bottom up,
company.
so it comes
Yes,
from the customer.
yes.
It's a dialogue in every breath. Like talking with citizens who, from consumers who are already turned to citizens because of good social dialogue. Having 80% collective bargaining is because of social dialogue. This is the tangible result of dialogue, and also having this dialogue skills with citizens and everything. So this social dialogue really is broadening and have this good evolution.
Giving possibility to have success.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
And it's also connected to the scenario, because this scenario is a high trust society, so there's high trust between citizens and government. If you live in the Trump world, there's no trust at all.
Not to mention that I'm the president.
It won't happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, but GDPR will still be GDPR. It won't be the trust.
It's regulated, will be, and by regulations you can trust. Regulations will be which give
Our,
trust.
our scenario has a mark of proactive regulation. So maybe it will apply on GDPR.
Yes.
No.
GDPR as well. And there was a question about competition, what to do with competition, where the money grows and so on. But if it's a society of innovation and improvement, in constant improvement, you improve yourself, company, sector,
But not
and you invest in improvement, not in kind of some other engagement, and you compete basically with yourself about improvement.
Yes, yes.
I think yes, it's idealistic, but
Idealistic.
I scenario like this. Okay, next. It's your. So we thought about employees as stakeholders, and we try to measure success and reward them and keep engaged. So about the rewarding, we think that the work-life balance itself, it's a reward. And we thought about bonuses also, company shares, and matching values. Value matchmaking, we thought like I care, we care goal. So the tools are the virtual interactive meetings, win celebrations. Then we say that personalized onboarding, like the names on your clothes that employers give employees. And we think, what's written here, we think about the KPIs that need to be turned to OKRs. So OKRs are the objective key results that puts like that motivational and goal setting thing.
What are, can you say what OKRs?
OKRs
stands for?
objective key results. It's like KPIs, key performance indicators. It's like the common measurement for the companies. And yesterday we thought about the apps. That apps could contain a lot of information about your health. For example, circadian circle, about your family's or social needs. For example, children's garden, that you have to bring children like at 8 o'clock. And then you can see the impact what I do. It combines with the KPIs or your OKRs. And the goal is to be seen, to get succeeded with your goals, and to see all the picture with your mood, with your OKRs, with your health regulation, and so on. And today we invented the evaluation and engagement survey. It's like OKR-ish, and we say that survey should be 3 level, and with each level you can go deeper. Like first level is online survey. It could be confidential, and then you get the team meetings or team sessions with your group. And after that you get the individual sessions with your, we say, non-boss. It can be the person from HR, or it can be the non-company's person. And the goal of this survey is growth. We identify what's important for the employees, that they can grow. And also we very much like to be, to employees to be cared of, and that they feel that they are cared of, and that the company is caring, and the motivation, high motivation for the employees.
They care themselves.
Yes, yes. And the goal is that evaluation survey could set goals and also evaluate after the specific period of time. That's it.
But are these goals like metric goals, or are they value-based goals? What are the goals?
If it's KPIs,
Yes.
It's metric-based goals, like
But
numbers.
these QRs, or how is it?
If it's OKRs, it's
OKRs.
actions. It's some kind of goals, but not numbers. Yes.
They are related to motivation and growth. So growth,
Motivation.
not so
Yes.
much as with numbers.
For
So
instance,
it's hybridic anyway. Starting with the apps, it's hybridic, it's emotional and numbering.
yes.
And the same with the goal. We understand that numbers are not enough for the people anymore. So we have to think of their, again, emotional, motivational part. When we discussed what is with this evaluation engagement survey, what is concern process, it's really time consuming. And most probably not the money consuming mostly, but time consuming. So it's still, we say that we show care for the people by spending time with them. And the app is the solution. We are in the environment which is with high technological level. So without the computer we couldn't reach them all anytime and so on.
And in the app, it would be emotional things and also facts, like numbers, KPIs as measurements. It's combined.
And so the same is with that development discussion, not discussion, but survey engagement.
Thank you.
Sorry?
I just asked who is doing evaluation. I mean,
Yeah.
3 levels. Online survey, it could be, well, finally, maybe numbers and
because if you are interacting with the app, who is on the other side that is doing the...
These are 2 tools.
Okay.
One is app,
Okay.
and the other is the survey. But survey is more like model.
But who is, for example, doing that OKR or whatever? This, not factual metric thing. So who is
I
it
think
to-
it's anyway will be a team and the leader, a boss and
Okay.
just for the leader.
The leaders actually.
Well, discussion, dialogue between them should be. The main point why we dare say non-boss, because we want to feel worker secure to state their needs, but of course, I mean, profit still exists. Those number they, as a goal have to remain. We cannot say we're only doing social things, right? So, but the combination, the main goal is combine.
Facts and emotions.
And would the trade unions be involved in that analysis and recipients of the information?
While creating or while evaluation?
What do you say?
While creating the model or while in the evaluation?
As a recipient of the information shared by the employees, because the society is supposed to be very active and involved, so I guess they would also be part of the analysis of the results and
Well, I would say no, but I would return that one of things we discussed that environment itself is already in such a adult level, maturity level, which is already going on the self-organization level. So it means like leaders are coming not named, but deserved from the team already. So no, there were not any participation of trade unions because team people are getting voting for the leaders themselves.
but it's trade union what you are telling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trade union until 2030 it will be done such an impact that we have everyone is already has a understanding of the impact of trade union. So that we have to think not of result as a worker, but a worker respect and the value that brings. And in self-organization, first of all, worker is happy. We're suffering, by the way, from that. We need competences. So we need those people work for us. So they have to be happy.
Yes, I think that there's no contradiction between self-organization and trade union, because organization is boosting that, and this is a social dialogue-centered scenario. So there's certainly a role of a trade union, and we somehow missed that. In that.
Because when we say, said that there will be not after online, when this individual session, when non-boss, that's the point. It can be a trade union, HR, outsourced consultant, anyone who has enough knowledge, experience, or whatever. So
It's open.
welcome to this app.
It's open. Yeah, you can make it yours. And okay. Thank you very much.
Any other reactions?
No.
We can go to the next one.
That one. Hendrik, and yes.
Everyone is gone.
Yes, it's just you. You were representing.
All right. It's my entire group left me. Yeah, right. Right, so we were thinking about innovation because in our orange scenario, as it is so stable and there is no competition, we felt that there is also little incentive left for innovation, and also there might be little a sense of involvement and engagement from the workers that is lacking then, because there's basically nothing to fight for because it's all there. So how do you stimulate innovation? How do you keep stimulating creativity in that scenario? So we were thinking it's all about sort of stimulating creativity. So we have thought of an idea box. So where everyone at every level can bring ideas on efficiency gains or how to make their work easier or better or whatever. And these ideas can be presented within the organization digitally through some sort of an internal website where they can start the process and launch their ideas, or physically, like in our sorting centers, we can have a box, we can have posters where they can say, oh, I have an idea, you can put it in. And that's, we have awareness raising events, like we're going to have awards for every best or most innovative idea every year, or we're going to have competitions, these kind of things, just to raise awareness of the possibility. And we're going to have inspirational sessions in order to stimulate the creativity. So inspirational sessions we're going to organize, like for example with adjacent sectors, just to show what is possible, what new ideas can lead to with regard of improvements in an organization or improvement of a job or quality of the quality of a certain job. And then obviously we have to put processes in place to make sure that ideas go from digital limbo to some sort of really concrete reality. Yeah, so those processes we put in place, how to put ideas into practice, do feasibility studies, and then we start a pilot. So the Workers' Council will be involved in this whole process. And we think the human benefits of these kind of processes are that the workers will feel more appreciated, they feel more involved, and we increase the ownership, and we also give them a feeling that they can actually make a difference. If they see something within their direct working environment where they can think things can be improved, they can have a direct impact on the operation. And obviously, for the company, you can use the workers' experience and their creativity for increasing efficiency and increasing well-being at work. So that's it. Questions?
No?
Yes, it's for all the departments of the postal
Yes, of course, it's everywhere. Because
after that, something like a brainstorming is not organized to choose to make. I don't know, to decide how to realize this idea, if it's really possible.
Yeah,
it
that's
has the
in here.
potential to be.
Yeah, so that is in here.
Yes, but in this, let's say, brainstorming meeting, who takes part?
Well, the person who gave the idea obviously is there to present the ideas. You probably need someone to guide the process, so someone from HR maybe, to make sure that the right steps are being taken. And you need someone in the operations who understands how this idea can be done.
From the administration, maybe the accounting department, because that
depends on the idea. And
yes.
then you have a feasibility.
But who made the choice of the members of this brainstorming meeting?
Well, that is, you have to put the right processes in place. So you have to put the process in place. So to say like any idea, it should be probably the direct manager of that person. It should be someone in HR to make sure that the right steps are being taken, to guarantee that the right steps are being taken. And then at some point you're going to have to put it in front of a decision maker who can make the decision on we're going to try and do this or not, with the advice of all these people that have been involved.
I see. So that's the task of the provider of the idea, yes, to develop something.
Well, he has to pitch it, and obviously it's up to other people then to say, okay, we can scale this up, we can make this work, and we can make this feasible. We can find a budget to do it if there's a budget implication involved. And then obviously, I mean, it would be great if you can keep the picture of the idea involved all throughout the process in order to increase the ownership of the idea.
Okay.
Just a question. Where are unions in this process?
Well, we're thinking when they're in this part. They might be in this, but they might also be in this part. So in the advertising of it, so making it known that this possibility exists, and also in sort of ensuring the process, ensuring that the right steps are being taken and that the right processes are followed in every separate idea pitch. Let's put it like that.
И свързани с тази идея, за да може да се уточни какъв е бюджета, възможно ли е.
Included the unions also.
Yeah.
Тук не е ясно как ще се организира съвет, който ще вземе това решение.
But the whole scenario is a perfect world.
Yes.
Това е активното участие на работещите.
Which was one of the issues that came out of our earlier work. And we were surmising that some of the threats that the workers may feel is that tech will replace them or take their job. There's a concern too around data safety, what's happening with the information, what's happening with their own personal information, and that they may not have the skill set, or there's an element of digital illiteracy out there, so they may not have the skill set to deal with the technology that's coming their way. Some of the solutions that we looked at was that tech needs to be made as accessible and as user-friendly as possible, so that humans have to be involved, and not just engineers, tech engineers, but that people have to be involved, so that we customize the technology that our people use, so that its interface is as accessible and as user-friendly for our people. We felt that social dialogue has a very big role to play in terms of identifying what the concerns of workers are and in addressing those concerns. We looked at, that social dialogue would support IT tech literacy, whether that's through training or innovative games or whatever it might be. And we felt it was very important too that we understood, that employees understood why are we using the technology, for what purpose, what will we use the data collected for, and that they understand where they fit in terms of all of that data collection or data use. We thought it was really important to emphasise the human value in all of this, that tech is a tool, it doesn't replace the human, and that the human still has a value in all of this. We talked about robots, that they serve a purpose, but that human interaction is very important too, whether that's between each other or with our customers or with our managers. And we also we finished up with that people learn differently. And some people learn well in a room, and some people learn well using the technology, and that there should be multiple communications platforms and multiple training platforms and multiple communications to make sure that we reach as broad a number of people as possible, and that that we address all of those concerns about how people learn. So, any questions?
Thank you, Lane. All good and clear? Or other members of the group, if you want to add anything, go ahead. Or no? Good. Okay.
Then we can move to the number 5.
We had blending our differences, and EU role in blending our differences, and we were wondering what's the EU role in posts and logistics over the EU member states, and they were thinking about the skills, reskilling and upskilling. Even tech is a friend, yes. We still know that a lot of workplaces are automated, and if it cannot be ended, then we need to be ready for it with digital skills and also soft skills, like new communication. It's not the communication skills we used to have. We need to improve and reskill also in communication and know how to speak and know the persons, know the mood even and what to expect, yes, and how to also have result what you need, yes, or not expect the reaction in communication. And also EU role of course is to support, to coordinate, and also to subsidize, yes, because we have wonderful resources which are meant for strengthening the social dialogue and social partners, trade unions and postal operators, and that's wonderful. And we were thinking about the Erasmus in Post, that could long 2 to 4 weeks, yes, like some kind of mobility. And even some mobility department could be invented, yes, I see there's an addition and a new posted. And that would broaden the mindset and we could see also if one job ends, there might be alternative around the corner. Maybe not in the postal logistics sector, but in the transport sector, which is some kind of relative to logistics, yes, older or younger. And so building bridges also between the jobs, peer learning, and basically that's it. And as next year is a year of skills, we also were thinking about pact of skills in the post-logistics sector, with family jobs for the post and main jobs, and what should be included in pact of skills for the post-logistics. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
If someone wants to add, I don't know, from our group. No.
Very good.
Thanks. Any question, remark? No. So everything's clear and everyone's onboarded. Great. Okay. Okay, so this is a wrap for Group A.